Yo, what's up guys, Shujinkydink here with another video to entertain or assist you in becoming the better Injustice 2 player. And this video is all about the tier list. After my video that I made yesterday, a lot of people were asking me, what's your tier list? Where do you see everybody? And I had a really hard time with this actually. So I wanted to share it with you guys. So I made a Word document because I really suck with like spreadsheets and stuff like that, so it looks a little ghetto, but I hope it gets the point across. Basically I have it grouped into 4 different tiers. So I have an S tier, which are people who are just well above everybody else. I have an upper mid, and then I have a lower mid, and then I have a bottom 3. So you'll kind of see how balanced I think this game is by my tier list, so let's get into it. Okay, so this is my S tier, so this is who I think is top in the game. I don't think there's too much surprise here. Black Adam, Supergirl, Hellboy, Firestorm, Catwoman. A lot of people were saying, why do you have Hellboy in the top 5? I know it's early, and obviously I could be wrong. I just think that with the tool set that he has a lot of mobility, he has a projectile that does a lot of damage, he's got tick throws, he's got pressure, he's got some plus frames, he's got mix-ups, he just seems to have everything. Playing a few online, haven't really struggled too much against him, but I think given his toolset, he does deserve a spot that high. Like I said, I could be totally wrong, and I'm always open to changing my opinion later or having my mind changed by you guys. So just give me your opinions on that. Nothing's ever set in stone when it comes to tier lists, and these are all really opinionated anyways, so it's not the end of the world. Okay, so this is my upper mid, and it's might be a little small on your screen, so I'll read it out to you. These are characters that I think can compete with almost anybody in the cast. Maybe they have a slightly losing matchup to one of the top 5 or something, or maybe somebody else that just counters their playstyle. But I think that these characters here, they don't really have a matchup that's like uber bad that would force you out of picking that character in this game. And that's one thing I really like about this game. So this is in no particular order, honestly. I think that all these characters are on the exact same level. So we got Red Hood, Starfire, Batman, Atrocitus, Black Canary, Harley Quinn, Dr. Fate, Green Arrow, The Flash, Superman, Wonder Woman, Deadshot, Robin, Poison Ivy, Aquaman, Darkseid, Scarecrow, and Brainiac. I honestly think that all of these characters can compete with any character. Like I said, they might have a few matchups that aren't quite in their favor, but it wouldn't be anything worse than like a 4-6 or something like that. And yeah, I think any of them are capable of winning a tournament or getting a top 8. And this is my lower mid, so these are characters that have some sort of an inherent weakness or a really bad matchup that kind of keeps them from being played exclusively in a tournament. So for example, there might be a matchup or two where these characters might want to switch to a different character just to kind of counter that one character, who might not be capable of winning a tournament all by themselves, but you know, we get into like 3-7s, maybe an 8-2. I doubt it's that bad though. But again, I still think they can compete with most of the cast. Probably just 1 or 2 bad matchups. Swamp Thing, Cyborg, Black Manta, Blue Beetle, the Joker, Gorilla Grodd, Cheetah, Green Lantern, and Bane. So, much smaller list than the first one, which again I think just goes to show that how balanced I think this game is. I think that, yeah, I don't want to beat dead horse here or anything, but yeah, these characters, I think they're just fine. You know, you play them, you can have fun. You're not gonna be like, oh, he picked X character, and you know, just lose right off the bat. So, and then we're gonna get into my bottom 3. So bottom 3, Raiden, Sub-Zero, Captain Cold. I went into a little bit of detail yesterday about it. Raiden just doesn't play a very strong neutral in a game that is really 100% about neutral. Teleport is nice, but it doesn't really help. He's very stubby on a lot of his strings, so it's hard for him to punish some stuff. And his advancing strings are quite slow. He does decent damage, but it does involve a set amount of risk at some point, so at this point I got him in my bottom 3. Sub-Zero is kind of in a similar boat. He does have some zoning with his ice balls and his clones, but there's just so many characters that can do that way better than him, and I feel like he gets outclassed kind of anywhere that he is. Pretty much anything that he can do, somebody else can do way better, and also makes it a bad matchup for him. So one thing about him that's really interesting is that he does have a lot of plus frames, but the pushback on a lot of that kind of doesn't really allow him to use it that much. So he's got kind of these useless plus frame strings that he can't really take advantage of. So there's that as well. And then finally, Captain Cold. a utility character who was once really good as a utility character. Sonic Fox made it, made it show that he was really good, and then they just nerfed him again for some reason. Like, I realized that there were some matchups that he was playing in that were kind of unbalanced, like against Catwoman, for example. So I understand why they tried to do something to him, but I think they made the wrong changes, and at this point, there's really no reason to pick him outside of maybe 1 or 2 matchups. It's just kind of handicapping yourself. So, but again, like I said, this is all opinion. None of this is in stone. I'm not saying this is the word of God or anything like that. I just wanted to give you my opinion on where characters stand. And if you agree with me, post Y. If you disagree with me, post Y. If you have a question about a particular character, because I really don't have time to go through all of them, post them in the comments and I'll try and explain why I put said character where, just to help you guys understand a little bit more. But that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like because it really helps me out. And subscribe because we make videos every single day. #Bonehawks and all that stuff, and we'll see all you guys in the next video.